I'm just reading it myself because it's quicker than reading it out loud.
No, read it to me.
Do you have my address, my emails?
Okay.
Then call Tracy and her husband. Call Julie Carpenter, the Albany Medical.
And you don't have to
Anatomical
call
Division.
the funeral director.
Correct. Sarah Hauer.
Yeah. Who is she?
She is the medical examiner for Rensselaer County. Legal death investigator.
Yes.
Prevent no autopsy. Yes.
Okay. That all clear to you?
Yes.
Included everybody else?
Mm-hmm.
But nobody else really has to see it.
Hopes to die at home. No doctors. And did you do the same thing for Franklyn? Get the medical examiner?
We called the police
Yes.
because it was an unattended death. We had no doctors.
Yes.
And the police called the coroner.
Okay.
In Columbia County, he's called a coroner.
Yes.
In Rensselaer County, he's called a
Medical.
legal death investigator.
Okay, yeah. So see the New York State Health Proxy, July 25th, 2014.
It's over there on the wall. See it? Over there? Austin, see it on the wall?
Yes.
Over there
All
is
right,
the New
so
York.
then you changed pens because it's too hard to write.
Yeah. Too hard to see.
Tracy Clegg is the power of authority?
Attorney. What did I put? Attorney.
Authority.
Power of attorney.
I think you wrote authority.
No. Thank you for correcting it. Let me. May I correct it, please?
Yes.
Where is it?
Right there.
Thank you. Now I'm
Yeah.
going to cross that out, and I write attorney. And then over here I write Glen, so they'll know that I corrected it, okay?
Okay, yes. Your handwriting is fairly unique, so...
Fan writing, okay.
Fairly unique, so it's kind of hard to replicate.
All right, but you can read it?
Yes. So I finished my sophomore year. Glendora's of sound mind, sound body. Pays the rent 4 months at a time, $1,400, $350 per month. When she leaves her body, let the rent go to the remainder of the 4 months. The owners are Mace Matthew Kalani and his wife Linda. You have given their address and his email. Payment is made by U.S. Postal Money Order, $1,000 and $400. See copies in the...
Do you know why that is?
Because you can only do 1,000 maximum, right?
That's right.
Okay. See copies in the rent file, Happy House 3, drawer 7. Which one is that? Is that over there?
A rent file.
That's 7 there.
Just a moment.
The electric paid each month to National Grid. This year, 2014, it ranged from $46 to $370.
Wait a second, I'm trying to find the rent file. I don't see it. Rent file. Maybe it's this one down here. How about this one? Rent file.
Yeah.
Happy House 2. So it's Happy House 3, Happy House 2 and 3. Ash. Okay, this is a rent file,
Yeah.
and it is in the drawer 8. Okay?
Yeah.
And it's purple. Okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That's the rent file.
So .com cat. When an unknown enters, .com cat panics and hides behind the refrigerator. When the unknown leaves, she emerges. Keep the apartment rented and .com fed until all the commotion of Glen's passing has subsided. After a while, .com will go to Tracy's house at 35 Elm Street. Glen asked Tracy if she would take care of .com. Tracy said yes. Cat carriers in the bathroom, stock closet.
That is notarized, by the way.
Oh, did you get the notarization?
For Tracy taking care of it. It's in that red book.
Oh, so that one is separate. So you'll have to get this notarized.
Oh, sure. But I'm saying the fact that Tracy will take care of .com is notarized.
Okay, alright. So Glen's passing is, so Austin is successor trustee appointed by Glendora. He knows the most about the Happy House 3 and about the museum. About a Chat with Glendora, the happy book, cheerful look at life, which are jokes, simply because he is the one who spent the most time with Glendora. We celebrated 3 years working together, June 16th, 2014. He's skilled in computer and video, in parentheses DVD. He did an excellent job painting the museum. He does errands well. He has titles well. Makes 350 duplicates in 10 days of DVDs to post to 58 TV stations every 2 months. He knows how to keep both Lincolns running. Cleans the happy house. 3 Glendora. He knows how to do the laundry. Knows how to keep track of the money spent. Does the Walmart errands by himself. He knows how to post 4 shows at each of the 58 stations. Lincoln should be started.
What should be started?
Lincolns.
Oh.
Twice a week that run 15 minutes. Everything in Happy House 3 will fit in the museum. 2 loads in a dump truck or van will do it. The museum is less than a mile away. The first driveway on the left across from the bank, it's on the right.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, very good
as
that you're finding these errors. Where is it, honey?
Right here. You went on the left. It's on the right.
Thank you. Corrected.
Yeah. Across from the bank on Route 20, just as you cross the Glacier Kill Bridge. Museum is the first property in Skodak. Glen has been very careful not to add anything new. He also knows exactly where to position everything.
Now, what do you think of this so far?
It seems pretty straightforward. I don't think you needed to include how I know how to do like errands and stuff, but it's not very extensive, so I don't think it's a problem. The mahogany fine jewelry thing.
Chiffonier. Okay.
Has been given to Donna Ortgies, 37 Elm Street. Tracy, 35 Elm Street, said Donna could have it. Kinderhook Bank, Austin and Trust. The money in the Kinderhook Bank, Valatia, Route 9, Hannaford Traffic Circle, is in Trust Austin. When he shows Glennie's death certificate, he can spend the money for moving into the museum and taking care of it. That's not exactly how he wrote it.
What?
Spend the money for moving and museum care.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Is it Supra?
Supra. It means the above.
Okay. Supra applies to be $300 in Chase Bank in Paterson, New York.
You know that your banker moved to a different bank.
Yeah.
She's over in Croton, I think.
But it's the money's still in that bank. Can I go to any Chase Bank, or does it have to be that one?
Excuse me?
Can I go to any Chase Bank, or does it have to be that one?
Well, I should think you could go to any, and if it doesn't work, go to that one.
Okay, all right. That's a good point. 'Cause I'm sure there's a close one by, but I mean that's not.
Croton on Hudson's probably the. Well, look, you can look it up on your computer.
So, what's this say? Attend? One?
Attend.
Okay. The money is to be used only for the Glendora Franklyn Museum for the preservation of Prose public access newspaper record. Glendora's banker is Karen Galasso at Chase. Kinderhook, the banker is Tracy Pratt.
And you got the telephone numbers.
Yeah. Is that the end of it?
That's as far as I've gone.
Okay.
Do you like it?
Yeah, that's most of everything. Is there anything else that...
Oh, sure. Look at the book and find the paperclip. Why, did you leave the paperclip?
There is a paperclip in there, yes. That's the end of it.
All right, now go in there and you'll see how much more we have to go.
That needs to be added. Like, what else needs to be added?
See the paperclip in that book.
This book? Okay. You're up to there.
Up to there.
Michael...
Well, a lot of this is going to come out. But anyway, you like it so far? You like the revision so far?
Yes.
It's really up to date, isn't it?
Yes.
You got any questions?
Not really, no.
Any improvements?
I think it's pretty good so far. We cut out a lot of the stuff that's been phased out and made obsolete, which I think is good for understanding.
Absolutely. Okay, I'll continue on it. I work 15 minutes a day on it.
Okay.
And then every day you read it and see.
The only thing, what else needs to be added, though? I don't know of anything else so far that needs to be added.
I'll have to go through the book to see.
Oh, because you just make sure you cut out anything that's not relevant anymore. Because if the more stuff that's in there, the more confusing it gets, and the less
Okay.
direct.
I've cut out a lot already.
Yeah,
Have you noticed
definitely.
that?
You did a good job cutting out a lot. There's a ton of it
thank
that's
you.
not in there, which
Do I get a raise?
which I approve of. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you the only thing I can think of that you would want to add is like the successor thing.
Yeah, try to find a successor.
But like that's really the only thing I can think of adding.
Okay.
Oh, maybe about paying Phil. Something.
Paying who?
Paying Phil Meppen about the museum rent.
Oh yeah, we'll put that.
That needs to be added eventually.
That's $50 the first of every month. Okay.
Yes, but
All
that's
right.
I can't think of anything else though. So,
Okay.
Did you already send him a check?
Well, it isn't the first of the month.
Oh, you send it on the first. I thought he had to have it on the first.
No.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't. He doesn't care.
As long as he gets it eventually. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he gets it certainly the first week.
All right. So I think
And it goes to her, by the way.
Yes.
made
It
up.
goes to Darlene. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Good.
I think you did a good job cutting that down.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think it is, Esther? Tiredness?
Yes.
Esther is a hostess, folks, at Cracker Barrel.
Pardon me?
Esther is a hostess at Cracker Barrel.
Which one?
No, a
Esther,
hostess.
oh, a
A
hostess.
hostess.
East Greenbush? Yeah, we go there a lot. Yeah. Whenever we get around. Okay,
Yeah. I think that'd be a fun place to work.
help yourself.
Esther, is that a fun place to work?
Oh, there you go, I don't know.
Well, busy, right?
Yeah, they're above.
But
Yeah.
at least with the shop there, they're like nice things to look at too, right? Yeah. Lots of pretty things in there.
You all have to go to Bob and Paul's house, it's beautiful. And they're good housekeepers. They're good housekeepers.
Yeah, we got past the good housekeeping.
You did, you passed Glendora's inspection?
I better have been in there about almost 60 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Alrighty.
People be able to hear that?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I have it available where you can like listen to it if you want, but like it's not going to interrupt people discussing what's going on here amongst themselves. I can up it by like 1 or 2.
Myrna, did I tell you that Austin goes to Northeastern University?
You did not.
Yeah, he's between his
Hey, you want some
sophomore
of
year
these?
and his junior year, but it's a co-op, he has to go out and work a year.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, never mind.
You have to work.
This coming year you'll be working in that?
Not the whole year. It's a 5-year program. We take off every other semester after, like, we do 1 or 2 years with only classes. Then we take off every other semester at work. So I'm working in a lab, and I'm probably gonna be volunteering with like some, like, sort of, I don't know, like service thing. Like I'm working in a like research lab part of the time, and then we found a place called the Italian Home for Children. So I might be working in there for my like.
In the Boston area?
Yeah, it's in Jamaica Plain. If you know the.
No, I don't know the area.
No, it's it's in Boston.
Put down for health generally.
Yeah. You like it, Austin?
The city? I like it.
No, the school.
Yeah, I like it. It's a big school, so you kind of have to like find you don't just settle in. You gotta find your place. I kind of figured that out after. It took me longer than most people.
Goodbye.
But I really kind of locked into somewhere I like this past semester.
Where's the dinner?
I mean, it wasn't until the second half of my second year that I kind of like really got it all worked out. But
You sound like
I'm happy with it now. Yeah, I kind of figured everything out.
Yeah, it takes time, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Some people kind of click in a little earlier, but
Yes, I am, and I
it
made
took
one.
me some time. But I'm
And I
happy.
made it this morning, and
all
it
worked
tasted
out.
so good, and I had to wait until all tonight to eat. This video, folks, is from the Vegetarian Society of Hawaii.
Thank you very much.
That's
Yeah.
hence the lay, right?
Yeah. The traveler said to the native, how do you pronounce it, Hawaii or Hawaii? And the native says Hawaii. And the traveler says, thank you. And the native says, you're welcome. He looks healthy.
Where did you leave your husband, at the train station?
No, he and my daughter are going to the baseball game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Where is that,
I'm gonna
Joe?
look at your
Yes.
spread
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yes, Marilla.
That's right.
And take anything
They
you
ever
want.
been there before? Or?
Well, he and my son were there, you know, a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's ever been to a ball
Is the
game,
understanding
so
that
it's
your
about
group
time.
is also vegan?
Yeah. Something to do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm vegan, and I think are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
I think some of the people, Austin, you're vegetarian?
Vegetarian with vegan leanings. Like I do it when I can. Yeah.
That's what I say, I'm a borderline vegan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
unless there's like
Very.
pizza or something.
Yeah.
So
Like very,
won't you
very,
please help yourself, Mercy?
very solid vegetarian, but yeah, like borderline. Going like I avoid everything I can when I can. Yeah.
Is the camera
That'd be
going?
interesting at school.
Yeah.
He's here, but he's
Yes.
gonna say hi to Murphy.
I pretty much live off of like pasta
Hello!
and rice and beans.
He's over there.
Hi, Richard. Did you get the keys? Have you got the keys?
We can go out.
Yeah, okay.
Got the book, you brought the book.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, it's what I said.
How are you?
Hi, how are you? Hear good things about you. We have a lot of fun. This is lovely to see you.
Not much. Good to see you. So they got you here, huh?
This is a catnip. Vegetarian for 30 years.
This is not for human consumption. This is vegan
So
for
I saw her
cats.
little art, put it in the paper and I got it.
Here, honey,
Well, wait, why don't you put that in there? This is starting to dry. It's starting to dry out. I'll put it up here.
That's a good spot.
Glendora was a kid, children's
I'd probably figure something out. Good.
Is that her real name? Kevin?
Glendora.
Got you something else that's good.
Is this like in your pocket for the moment?
Well, thanks for coming down. I know you're headed to a book club.
That
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, we gotta drive to,
Then when we get home, we can put it in a smaller cup.
we're gonna have it in a restaurant.
There we
I
go.
know where you're going. We talked about it already. I love garlic lovers.
Oh, really?
They have good
Yeah, I did.
falafel.
Yeah, I get it.
And you might not drink it, but they also have good wine.
Oh, yeah, oh, absolutely, I'm sure.
Hang on.
You
That's
good.
great. I am
I
good.
heard you were
Thank
having
you.
a few problems.
I was sick for about a year and
Mrs. Davis, there's more
really
to
was
this
planning my exit, but I
at
had
you.
other plans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's great
Thanks for
seeing you.
coming
Maybe
down.
we'll get together
That
sometime.
would be great, Richard.
Oh, I'd love
That'd
it.
be great.
Okay,
Take care.
look at-
Enjoy your dinner.
Thank you.
Well, why
Nice
don't you make an estimate?
Hi, how you doing?
How are you?
We're looking pretty good for the moment. But if you're gonna have to order that, you're gonna have to do it soonish if you want it to be here for the meeting.
Have
But
something
we
to
look
eat,
okay.
Richard.
So, Glendora, you take good care of
I
her.
will. Can you sign my thing?
I can't because we're leaving.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
It was nice to meet you. Just get here? Bye, Pat. Thanks for bringing him down.
Okay.
See you soon. We're getting to
Thank
take
you.
off. Okay.
No, actually, I'm
Have a good time, Sandy.
Good. Oh, book group. So, yeah, we have a book group of conflict. Okay. Bye, Glendora.
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to give you
Sandy,
some?
have a good time.
Thank you. Nice
I'll
to
call
see
you tomorrow
everyone.
for Wendy.
What is this?
Glendora, what is this?
Meeting you.
How would you? Oh, that? I think that's
That
apple
is-
cider.
Mr. Van Auken brought us cider.
Is it homemade cider?
Well, it's golden harvest.
Yeah, sure. There we go. That should
Buzz room.
It's on loose. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Buzz.
Maddie?
Yes, please.
We didn't put the basil.
It's okay. If people would like some basil, they can just throw it on top. There you go. Basil.
Austin, could I have a plate full?
Yeah, sure thing. Which one do you want?
I want all three.
Okay, I'll put them in little separate piles for you.
All right.
Now, are they different, Glendora?
Very.
No,
it looks-
I don't think they
They're
are.
essentially the
Yours
same.
are,
Just
because
looks like
that
there's
is
some
vegetable.
very
Yeah,
slight
so
differences
today's pasta.
in the artistic cooking
Okay.
way.
Well,
I
this
don't
has
know.
zucchini,
Everyone did it their own little bit of way. Like,
zucchini, onions,
Help yourself
peppers.
to all three.
Okay, thank you. I cheated and ate with my husband before I
Oh,
came.
but you can try it. Can't you try it? Because it's got vegetarian burger in it.
Which one?
I think they all do, to some degree.
I'm anxious to try
Some have more and
that.
some have less.
All right.
Where's Don?
Don did not come.
Where's Bob?
Bob did not come.
Oh,
I'm Bob.
Would we be to be voting on the pastas?
I think they're all very similar, so I don't think this time. But I mean, they're close enough to where like you could essentially have one and have an idea of what the other ones are. They're probably slightly different.
Yeah, they look like they're different. It's all
Do
right.
you have a meeting, Glendora, or you just chat? How does it all go?
We just chat. I've had the meeting. We had that a long time, and I read to them American Vegan. Oh, awesome. Will you put out, have you seen American Vegan?
I have not. No.
Okay, I got you one of a little bit of each type.
Yes, thank you.
There's yours. There is
Madeline.
Madeline's. She brought that one.
It's Pat.
Pat's, and then that one is
It's Madeline.
But,
Thank
yeah.
you. Can you get American Vegan for Myrna?
Oh, it's a magazine.
Yeah, yeah. I got, I think, 2 of the issues of it.
Put them back in the.
Oh, you can just put them on a table or something. I'll take care of it later.
Thank you. Wow.
Very hard to take away. Yep. Just crash.
Folks, for the next meeting, can everybody hear me down there, the Davises?
Yes.
We're going to have sandwiches, ham sandwiches, and smoked turkey, and bacon, lettuce, and tomato. And it's all vegetarian.
Wow.
And it will be August 27th, the last Wednesday of August. So I hope you all will come.
Thank you, Glendora.
I'm gonna move the table a little bit. Chairs are a little bit tight.
How long has this been going on? How long have you been meeting?
This is number 5, honey.
Oh, so relatively recent.
Yes,
Well, think about it.
thanks to all my good friends.
The way I found out, I went to a nurse practitioner here.
I'm so glad you could come, Myrna.
I am too.
Now, what should we have on in September, folks? What should we have in September?
You mean for food?
Excuse me?
You mean for food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's starting to get a little chillier.
They can have a hot dish.
What kind of vegetarian clam chowder is there?
Clam chowder.
That would be a tough one, but there's got to be some
Do
sort
they
of
have any
chowder out there.
vegetarian stews?
No, but I bet they have a nice,
Well, there's
Like a
I
corn
have,
chowder.
corn chowder. Vegetarian corn chowder.
How do you, what's in
It's
it?
all
honey?
vegan.
Really? What's in it? Tell me what's in it.
Well, you just chop up whatever kind of vegetables you like onion and celery and carrots and, I use
You like those things in the chili burger?
like soy milk or almond milk or something like that for the thing. I put in potatoes, corn, whatever's hanging out.
That sounds very good. And then what would we eat with it, hon?
Well,
Cornbread or?
and that would probably be a little
What?
that might be a little over corning it. But you could use any kind of, like, any bread.
Yeah, you just eat bread with it.
Yeah, or a nice green salad as well is what I serve at home.
Uh-huh.
28 years ago.
Like rye bread.
You could. I don't do yeast.
What does anybody think about rice and beans? What's your vote on rice and beans?
Rice and beans are good.
yeah, rice and beans sound very good.
That sound good?
Yes. No pork and beans though.
And then how about chili?
Young man named
Chili's good, I already mentioned that.
Is chili good?
Oh, sure, yeah.
He's interested in
There's
vegetarian.
that burger there with some chili on it.
Yeah,
chili
sure.
burger.
He's also here to help clean up afterwards.
Oh, that's nice. Well, what inspired this? Just wanted to help out. Oh, that's nice. I'll thank you, and I'll thank him too.
Glendora,
What dear?
there's a young man who'd like to help with the library.
Logan?
No, his name is Austin, interestingly enough.
Just get to see him.
Austin too?
Yes. And he's coming down to learn about vegetarian food with you.
Oh, nice.
And to help clean up.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, do you want me to come up with you? Or you just gonna send it down?
Actually, if you want to run up and say hi, yeah. And then I was going to ask, would it be okay if I pass out the library survey?
Oh, good
Or
idea.
maybe I'll leave it there.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
I'll leave it on the...
No, I would pass it out.
All right, well, I haven't made it yet, but I will do that.
Catherine, have something, please.
You know, I'd love to. I actually have to go walk the dog.
Well, let the dog have some.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta eat too.
So Glendora, interestingly enough, I opened the magazine you suggested to corn chowder recipe.
Well, does anybody want to, what do we take then, next meeting, we're going to have the sandwiches. Do we need corn chowder with the sandwiches? No, that's too much? What do you think, Mr. and Mrs. Davis?
Well, maybe a salad, a side salad, small side salad or something like that.
Yeah, because it's still summer.
How about tomato soup?
Chips and sandwiches.
Okay. Chips with the sandwiches?
Sure,
Okay.
chips are good. You never go wrong with chips.
Okay, tell me then what you want for September. We've got corn chowder, chili, or rice and beans.
Nothing wrong with all three.
Yes.
One dish of each.
What do we want down there for September, folks?
How about just the first two?
Open to anything. I'm willing to.
August 27th is right.
So how do you do at your restaurant when people come in and say they need vegetarian? Oh, well, we just suggest that.
What were the first two?
Are you a vegetarian? Is there?
Corn chowder, I think, in a
They're Seventh-day Advent.
How about some grilled veggies? Everybody will have stuff from their garden. If anybody does anybody want to donate stuff from their garden, I'd be happy to grill it for this. I'd have to get it like the day before.
Good idea.
I mean, I'll have some stuff, but I don't have a lot for grilling. As you can grill cucumbers.
Big white things, the color.
But you can grill tomatoes. I'll have some of those. Well, Glendora, see if you can find somebody who'd like to donate some squash and zucchinis, and I'll be happy to grill them.
Big cork pants in there.
Oh.
I'll see if I can find some too.
And
All right.
then slice out the end. And slice out the steak.
I have a joke.
Okay.
You all want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And bring up the monotony.
This woman had 2 dogs, and she heard that you could test the dog's affection by making believe you were sick, and saw what happened. So she came home with her pizza, and she ate a slice of her pizza, and she left the rest of it on the table. And she, all of a sudden, she made out a loud noise, and she fell on the floor. So the dogs came over and looked at her, and then they went and ate the pizza.
The dog ate your pizza. Oh, you come out with some doozies. You must have been around Bob Hope too long.
Speaking of such things, there's a woman, she from some state, like Illinois or something, she's been arrested numerous times. She, for some reason, they just kept, yeah, she just.
This one has the, I think, veggie burgers in it.
Hi. Austin.
Hi.
Glad to have you come.
Well, I love that thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
My name is Marge Kaufman. How long have you been a vegetarian?
Vegetarian since '62.
Ah.
And vegan came in so gradually.
Yeah, I'm kind of moving toward that. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Where do you live?
I live in East Greenbush, and I've seen your little notice
I thank you so much.
in the advertiser.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I know her, and
I know it's that way.
How are you?
We're always eating. Marty's a businesswoman from the area. She's got a long-time business owner here.
Folks, I'd like to go around the table and each one tell a little bit about him or herself. And we start with Helen. This is my friend Helen, and I think Helen is 84.
Wow.
85.
Real quick, I'm gonna pass out library surveys. If everyone could just try to fill them out, they're anonymous, so you can write what you really think, all that kind of stuff.
Well, thank you.
The library's trying to do an improvement plan over the next couple of years, and feedback is appreciated. Anyway, so sorry for interrupting. Go on.
Okay, Helen, can you tell us something about yourself? You're from Maryland. Thank you. Austin too. Here, Austin too. Sign in if you would, please.
I'll probably go get more because I feel like we need a couple more. I'll go get you.
What can you tell us about? Helen is a Seventh-day Adventist and very loyal. You go to church every Saturday.
Seventh-day Adventist until I was 6 years old. I'm 85 now.
She said that's a long time. And this is her daughter Esther. Tell us something about yourself, Esther.
I have a son named Johnny who's 25 and a daughter named Brittany.
A son, Johnny, who's 25. And as I told you, she's a hostess at Cracker Barrel. And now, Paul, tell us about yourself.
Paul. Yeah, you. Well, I do work around the house.
You helped your mother for a long time, didn't you, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
They live out on Morey Park.
Morey Park Road, yeah.
And you've been going to the Methodist Church since you were a tiny boy.
That was a long time, too. Yeah.
And Bob, tell us about you.
You want to know?
Yeah. Bob worked for the East Greenbush Schools.
I used to. I used to work for East Greenbush Central Schools. I'm retired. We do a lot of traveling. Do a lot of gardening. We have a vegetable garden like Glendora came up and saved. We're ushers over to the Grace United Methodist Church.
And when you were graduated from high school, they gave you a job right away.
Just like that.
In the East Greenbush Schools.
Yeah, that was back in '68.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Myrna, tell us about yourself.
I'm Myrna.
Hi, Myrna.
I've been a vegetarian for about 30 years, and as I was talking to one of the people about kind of a borderline vegan, I saw the notice in the newspaper, and I spoke with Glendora on the phone, and I thought I have to meet this woman who tells me a joke the first time I couldn't pull her up. So, I am just delighted because for a long time, at least in the circles that I've traveled in, people looked at you like you were some kind of a weirdo if you were a vegetarian.
Yeah.
So
how many years ago does that go back to?
About 30 years.
Yeah.
So to know that there's a group like this meeting, I just had to come and see you.
Oh, I'm so glad you
Who
did.
you are. Thank you.
Thank you. Austin, too. Can you tell us about yourself?
I'm Austin, but for tonight you can call me Austin too.
How about Austin also? And where do you go to school, Austin?
I go to school at Tech Valley in Albany on the, well, starting this year, the Institute of Nanotechnology campus.
Oh, nice. And you heard about our vegetarian club and you just joined us?
Yeah, I tried going vegetarian before and only lasted like a week and a half. But I
Well,
want
we
to try
can
it
help
again
you
this
a
fall.
lot, yes. Yeah, vegetarian food is very good food. Yes. Your turn.
Oh, my name is Marge Kaufman, and I've been a vegetarian too for about 30 years.
Really, Marge?
Yeah, and I'm not a vegan, although I'm almost. Yeah, and I just tried something new today that I had never tried. It's farro. It's that grain, farro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a dark rice and an oatmeal kind of a grain. And it was actually pretty good, but, and I'm a vegetarian because of, ethical, moral.
Yeah, animals.
Yeah, and
Same here.
I have an animal rescue group with a friend.
Oh,
It's called Caring About the Stray.
Thank you.
And, we do what we can, I have a household of cats that I share my space with. And just one day I woke up about 30 years ago in the middle of the night with one of my cats on the end of the bed. And I had this epiphany that I could feel his heart beating. And it was in sync with my heart. And it just came, we are all one. And how could I even eat an animal after it was just an incredible experience. But yeah, and I've seen your ad in the Advertiser every now and then.
Oh, thank you, Advertiser.
And I had to go to the mailbox, so I just kept on going because I live in Springbush. And found you, and I'm here. And I have a business too. I know Myrna, and I have a business on Columbia Turnpike.
Oh, that's nice.
And I was it's called Venture Inward. We do a lot of alternative. I'm sorry?
That's a sweater place?
No, that's Sweater Venture. Yeah. I'm right next to the bowling alley, just past that, yeah. And I do lots of different kinds of workshops like Myrna does, angels.
And Austin won? You want to tell your folks about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I am also named Austin. I go to college at Northeastern University out in Boston. I study psych with minors in Spanish and gender studies. I've been a vegetarian since my senior year in high school. I was 17, almost 18. I've been thinking about it for a while, and one day I just realized I hadn't eaten any meat in like a week, and I was like, this is a great time to start. So it was like, yeah, so that was it. I started because I was introduced to the ideas by a lot of the music I listen to, like brings it up and mentions it, and I thought about it a lot, and it kind of like sunk in over the course of a few months, and I finally just decided to go for it. And it was one of my best choices so far.
Was I an influence?
Yeah, you kind of helped push me over the edge in the end. Yes.
And he and I have worked together for 3 years.
Isn't it hard for you to be a vegetarian as a younger person?
No. There's a lot of there's a decent amount of college students who are
Come on.
Yeah.
In fact, folks, the University of Northern Texas, of all places, has the first vegan dining hall.
Wow.
Of all places, North Texas.
Yeah, look at that.
What a bunch
Now
of
we're at-
cactus eaters.
What'd you say, Mr. Davis?
I said, those are a bunch of cactus eaters.
Plenty of cactus.
Yeah.
And I have a cat.com who's 10 years old, and she's a vegetarian and pretty close to being a vegan. Oh, yes. And now this is Mr. Douglas Van Auken.
Yeah, I guess I'm involved with another family member in a small horticulture operation, and we go to markets throughout the week. I would have been at one tonight if we had enough. But I'm a partial vegetarian ever since I was in college. It's just that at our house, we don't eat any red meat, but we do have chicken or turkey as red meat or fish. And we have lots of catnip that grows wild all around. I brought some in tonight, so some kind of veggies for your cats. So take some with you when you go. It's partially dry.
Thank you. And Doug brought
butter
us
flour.
grand creation. Isn't it a beauty?
It is.
Isn't that a beauty, Helen? Pass that to Helen, would you, honey? And now, Madeline.
My name is Maddie, and I too do rescue, but I'd like to go through later. And I am sorry to say I'm a lapsed vegetarian. I was a vegetarian for 18 years.
No, really?
Yes. And for the last 3 years, I have not been. And what I'm finding is two different things. I kind of feel crappy physically, I think, from eating meat. I've gained a lot of weight. And I also have found that it's almost as addictive as when I tried to quit smoking, because I've been thinking and thinking and thinking about trying to stop, and I actually get panicky feelings when I contemplate it. So I have the same epiphany as you did. I felt terrible advocating for animals and eating them, and here I am again. So I'm working on becoming a vegetarian again. And at least every Wednesday, I am one.
Once every Wednesday or
That's
once
right.
a month?
Once, that's what I meant, once a month Wednesday. At least that day, I'm not participating in eating meat.
Thank you, Madeline Chapin. Chapin is a very famous name in New England, a very respected colonial name.
It's related to every one of them. So we're all related, we're all descendants from Deacon Samuel Chapin.
Yes, right. And this is Joyce Baum, who worked for talent agent, and into that office came Elvis Presley.
I work for RCA Victor.
Oh, RCA Victor.
Right.
Records, huh? Right.
I'm a VIT, I'm a vegetarian in training. So my husband said. I love, I could care less about meat. The only reason I eat is I have to cook it for my husband. But I'm also a Chinese cook and use very, very little meat when you make Chinese food. It's mostly veggies and greens, so it's easy for me to not eat meat.
Is Bob starving on those days?
What?
Is Bob starving on those days?
No, he never started. Not an issue. Can we thank Glendora for doing this wonderful thing?
Well, I thank you for your support. It means a great deal to me, folks. And this is Mr. John Davis.
That's right.
John, tell us about yourself.
Well, it was kind of amazing. The gentleman over there said that when he graduated from high school, he had a job. I went to Bozeman out in Detroit for automotive class. I got home from school and I had a letter, and they wanted me to come down to Craylow Ford and East Greenbush down there, and I had a job. That Monday I went to work.
Wow, yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Southern California because my parents went out there in Southern California. I grew up there. I came back here just in time to graduate, and I gave up an all-night party at Disneyland for a picnic at Browns Beach on Saratoga. My life has been downhill ever since.
Okay.
And
This is my beautiful wife over here, Alan.
this is Mrs. John Davis.
I am seriously thinking about becoming a vegetarian. I don't really eat a lot of meat. If I do, it's usually turkey or chicken. But I have put on tons of weight. I've never been this big. Not even when I was pregnant for 3 kids did I ever get this big. And now I have some serious issues that are going on. Told myself, never am I going on medication. I am now on 2 medications. And I seriously need to lose weight, and because I don't eat a lot of meat, I am seriously thinking about changing. And we do a lot of juicing. Drink lots of water. hoping to get back on the right track and start feeling like a human being.
Yeah, very good. That is the wonderful thing about vegetarian vegan. You do lose the weight just without working on it. You really don't have to work. It just goes. And you don't have to worry about it again. Isn't that right, Merle?
It's easier. Well, one of my reasons for wanting to be a vegetarian was everyone I knew was tall and willowy. So that's what I thought would happen to me, and that really didn't happen.
You didn't get any taller? Come on!
I wanted to be tall and willowy. I also want to hear your story, Glendora.
Oh, my story?
Yes.
Well, in 1962, I was on WRGB Channel 6 with the SS Glendora doing a children's show. But my husband was a reporter in the Buffalo Evening News. We lived in Buffalo. So I used to commute Schenectady to Buffalo every weekend, every Friday. And the train stopped in Rochester for a little longer than it did in the other Syracuse and Utica and all that. And over there in the other tracks there was these slatted cars. And I went over there and looked. And they were pigs on this much straw. And it was January. And going across western New York, even to walk is almost unbearable. Rochester is just so cold. And here these poor animals were being sent across western New York at 40 degrees below zero, at 40 miles per hour at these below zero and windy temperatures. And I just said to myself, I will have nothing more to do with that. And I went home and I had to fight my family. You know, my brother said to me, he says, I feel so sorry for those potatoes, how they pull them out of the ground. And so I just couldn't go back. I just wouldn't have anything to do with it. I couldn't. Those darling little animals. They have a life of their own. All they want to do is be loved. And look at what we do to them. So that's my story, honey. And then the vegan, of course, came later with the other animals. Anybody else got a story to tell? Okay. This man put an ad in the newspaper for a secretary, and 3 days went by and he heard this heavy knock on the door, and he opened the door and here's this great big dog. Are you answering the ad for secretary? Woof. Well, are you any good at the computer? Woof. Well, can you do shorthand? Woof. Are you bilingual? Woof. Meow. Anybody else know any jokes?
I never know any jokes. I hate that I don't know any jokes. I just don't know anything.
The lawyer says it gives me a grand and glorious feeling to dispense legal advice, and his client says yes. You give him a grand and he feels glorious. And two cars collided, and a man got out of a third car pulled up and a man got out of it. He said, I saw the whole thing happen. I'm a lawyer. I'll take either side.
The lawyers are catching it today.
And the lawyer says, I'll take your case on a retainer fee, and it'll be $5,000, and that entitles you to 2 questions. And the client says, $5,000 for 2 questions. Isn't that expensive? Well, maybe it is. What's your second question? And the lawyer said to the judge, I want a new trial on the basis of new evidence. The judge says, what's the new evidence? And the lawyer says, I just found out my client has another $10,000. Anybody got any other jokes? Thanks for filling out the library survey. So are we all set for August 27th, the sandwiches?
We are. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
I did not know there was deli meat.
Well,
That's
we
not
have
deli
all
meat.
kinds of cold cuts. We have the most delicious, called wham, and it's ham, and it's made of gravy.
Wham.
And you would not know the difference, I don't
I
think.
can't wait.
And then we have the smoked turkey, and it's a cold cut. It comes in a tube. And then we have this vegetarian bacon. You have to cook that. I'm telling you, I really don't think anybody who didn't know wouldn't know.
Well, don't you have Spam in your diet?
Not spam, honey. Wham.
No, Spam, isn't that swine protein meat?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, and what do we have with it, folks? What do we, I will bring the sandwiches.
Patricia, I wanted to ask you something, Glendora.
Hey, you stole my chair.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention.
Reading it, it had honey in it.
No, no.
So you don't need, you don't need honey?
No, vegans
I
would
thought
not do
not, so I
honey
didn't put
because
any on.
the bees work too hard for that, and it's not right to steal it from them.
Right, they eat the,
Yeah, and they don't use any secretions of animals or anything. Just, Austin, can you find that vegan magazine that says what a vegan is?
Yeah, I can
Let's see.
read that.
Yeah, will you all have some more food, Mr. Davis? Won't you have some more food?
no, they're not, their pasta is not eggs. No.
No, whatchamacallits are noodles.
This was pasta, made from grains.
It's on the back page. Have you got the old one or the new one?
Here.
Here it is. Austin will read you what a vegan is.
Okay, so vegans exclude fish, flesh, fowl, dairy products, eggs, honey, and all other items of animal origin. Do not use animal products such as leather, wool, fur, silk, animal oil, secretions, etc. in clothing commodities.
Did you all do the
What was the last closing one?
Clothing, so like it's not just diet, but it's also things like clothing, like items, like you don't buy leather shoes, you don't use leather belts.
These shoes that I have on are man-made.
What are they?
Vinyl or something?
Yeah,
Some sort of
no,
plastic.
they're made from recycled stuff.
Oh, okay.
They're these. And they're only $9. Did you hear about the little boy and the little girl were watching a video on the nativity, the birth of Jesus? And the little boy says, "What's a virgin?" And the little girl says, "A virgin is a woman who eats all of her vegetables." Anybody else have any announcements or any things to say? You going to leave us, Helen? Is your headache better?
I'd like to say that I just went to the feeling better. My glasses were sitting right around my neck. I probably need to go to bed.
Has anybody got anybody they want to say prayers for?
Gail.
You have a name to say prayers for?
Gail Lipton. Gail.
G-A-Y-L-E?
G-A-I-L.
G-A-I-L.
Lichten. L-I-C-H-T-E-N. Lichten.
Lichten.
Stage 4 breast cancer.
Anybody else?
My father, Kevin Koch, who passed last Sunday of Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh.
Your dad?
Yeah.
I would like to write those names down. Would you write them for me?
Yeah, sure.
Who's Derek?
Anybody else?
My daughter Barbara.
Did you get that one off?
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I think corporate industrial farming really took off.
Gail Lichten.
Because a lot of the sort of capital
Barbara
utilized towards the war effort was
ISAAC.
now going towards
yes.
industrial development.
Son of Abraham.
Can I just ask a question? Yes. Can I, about the pasta? If it's vegan, you buy the egg yolkless pasta, right? Or rice pasta?
No, a vegan wouldn't buy anything with an egg.
Right, so you buy the yolkless or whatever pasta or rice pasta.
I think that still has egg whites in it. It's just yolkless.
Oh,
I think, I'm pretty sure. I'm not
okay,
positive.
maybe it does.
So
then
say egg
You're saying
be rice.
you need to make sure you get pasta that doesn't have egg in
Is
it.
this what this is?
Well, the only one that has egg in it is
the noodles.
noodles.
Right.
We'd have to check the boxes, but you know.
I thought pasta was just grain.
a lot of it is, but well, some of it is, not all of it. I don't know. We'd have to read
You
into
think
it. Like,
there's something else in pasta besides grains?
no, maybe eggs and some, but I don't know though. I'd have to read the boxes.
So would I, because now I'm curious. I want to read that box.
Like I'm pretty sure like whole wheat pasta, but I'm not sure. We'll check it out. We can check that out.
And you'll have the answer on the next meeting?
Have you noticed that many of the champion athletes are vegetarian? Many of them. Big winners. Anything else to say, folks?
You look very patriotic tonight, Glendora.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to wear this for Memorial Day.
Or for 4th of July.
I forgot for 4th of July too.
Is somebody, you want to just put these on the
You
table
got it?
here?
Or those the filled out ones?
Yeah.
We can bring
Austin,
those
you got
upstairs.
anything to add
You want to fill one out?
to our
There's one over here.
conversation or our group?
Oh, well, I actually have a few questions. Like, how does one like start with like the temptations and all that? Like, how do you resist the temptation?
I got veggie burgers for the longest time. I just like ate like nothing but veggie burgers and veggie dogs for like a while. I also am not like one of those people that's really into food, so that wasn't really that big a deal for me. I just sort of like eat and things taste good and that's about it. Like I'm not one of those people who's like food is my life.
Yeah.
If you can stomach it, look at videos on the internet of farm
Slaughterhouse.
Well,
yeah.
that's what happened the first for me is I read an article about pig farming and I said, oh my God, and it was an undercover thing and it was horrible and I said, I would never eat pork again. And the very next day we had a picnic and I'm making a sandwich and all of a sudden I realized I'm eating a ham sandwich. And it's like, wow, that's how, I mean, but no, you know, you really have to actually think about it. Those are very hard videos to watch though. And it changes your life when you watch them, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So,
Also, like, where do you guys get iron from?
Oh, well, Austin, the protein, so quote, that you get from animals is secondhand. You get your protein from grains.
Iron isn't a protein. It's considered like a mineral. There are some types of beans and legumes have a lot. If you were like seriously concerned about it, I'm sure we could like find it like an article somewhere that like lists. There's so many articles about like every mineral and nutrient out there that like where you can get it as a vegetarian that we could easily find some place to get mineral iron.
You know, but and I would go at it from that position because I mean obviously the ethical treatment of animals, but also what it does to the environment.
Yes,
is huge. But find out before you say I can't eat that. Find out what you can eat because there's so many wonderful things, and I kind of choose not to eat things that even resemble the original thing.
I can sympathize with that.
That's just what I need to do, but I love like hummus. I make great hummus with different kinds of beans and
Loads of
you can
protein.
make a
High
fabulous
protein.
vegetarian chili, and you will be amazed at how many nutrients are in good greens to make a salad. So find out what you can eat, but just Google.
And cereals, Austin, cereals. And go to the American Vegan Society website and call Freya, and she will help you. Oh, Austin, we got to show them that book that just came out.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Austin,
Oh.
too, you can have these, honey. These, you can get these all at the...
They're empty though upstairs.
Empty boxes, sir.
The green ones you can get at like Hannaford or Price Chopper. The red one, Glendora gets from the Seventh-day Adventists, and I think the orange one you can also get at Price Chopper at Hannaford.
This book was just sent to me by the American Vegan Society, and Austin wants you to know about it.
It's called Powerful Vegan Messages.
Powerful Vegan Messages.
I think it's just the story behind how the American Vegan Society started and all that stuff. I mean, Glendora got it like the other day. Like I haven't really read into it much. I just read a couple excerpts out of it. It has a lot of like short passages and like essays because the author like compiled her father's writings and like commented on them and edited them.
Daughter Anna, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, of the man who started the society.
Just use this.
I think it has like a lot of their like challenges that they went through when
Read
it
us one,
started.
honey.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Earlier I read to Glendora about how she explained how she developed her understanding of of messages and like ideas. Like everyone knows like the golden rule, like do unto others as you would do unto yourself, that kind of thing. She talks about how it's recurring throughout lots of world ideologies, and she explained how like her understanding of the idea developed as she aged. Like when she was a little kid, it just meant be nice to people, but as you got older, it meant like try to do good for others and try to, like give to other people. Let's see what else.
And that's, in all religions. The golden rule is in all religions.
No, the flower.
It's my understanding that Albert Einstein and Leonardo da Vinci, Thomas Edison, and who else were vegetarians, is that?
I don't know. I've heard it floating around, but I haven't read into that.
Because I know
personally.
people always say to me, well, you need protein for your brain, you have to eat meat. And I said, well, Albert Einstein was a vegetarian, and I'm hoping that that's correct.
I don't know about them. I do know George Orwell was, the writer who wrote 1984. He was a vegetarian.
George Bernard Shaw was a vegetarian. Yeah. And you know something, folks, in England, the insurance companies give a premium to vegetarians. Really? They do live longer. Wow. They give a premium to them, yeah. I got a joke to tell you. You ready?
Yeah.
This church had a Bible selling contest. And the church that sold the most Bibles, the man who sold the most Bibles stuttered. And he stuttered severely. And so the parishioners asked him, what did you say to sell the most Bibles? And he says, I just said, do you want to buy Bible, or do you want me to read it to you?
I never heard that one.
We used to have a guy that used to stutter a lot. When I worked for the school, he stuttered a lot too, like you described, I guess you're just born with it, So.
I don't hear it so much. I used to when I was younger.
Well, they've done great strides in things.
Yeah. Anybody got any comments or suggestions or?
Well, I'm delighted that you're here holding the light.
What's that?
I'm delighted that you all are here holding the light.
Yeah, we're all here holding the light. Is that right, Mr. Davis?
I'm sorry?
We're all here holding the light?
Holding the light?
Yeah, holding the light.
And if I don't show up on a regular basis, it's not because you haven't touched me.
Do most folks think you're coming next August 27th?
We'll be here.
Oh, good. Yeah. So we'll have the sandwiches, and I'm still in doubt. What are we supposed to have with them?
Chips.
I love that potato chips and french fries are vegetables.
Nothing wrong with chips or tortilla.
Yeah, and smoked turkey, and ham, and BLTs, and we'll make them all.
Or
hopefully
we'll
I'll
at
have
least
some
bring the
tomatoes by then.
supplies.
What,
Maybe
dear?
we'll like.
Maybe I'll have. I'm sorry, I was in.
Oh, so I'm sorry. You were talking first. I
I,
apologize.
maybe we'll have some garden fresh tomatoes at that.
Yeah, we will. I got 7.
I got my first one the other day.
I got 7 of this big.
So the 27th.
Okay, you all have my number?
Yes.
Yep, we got your number.
We got your number, Glendora. That's right. So where do you live?
Oh, thank you so much.
My friend and I, we've been just working on getting a rescue probably the past 14 years.
So I'll see
cats. She has a customer, and the incredible thing is that she's probably anywhere between 35 and 50.
She can't be taking care of us. She must have help.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Glendora. That was good.
Oh, thank you, Doug.
As always. I'll try to come if I don't have to work. I almost said to work today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Last minute I didn't have to.
Yeah.
That's all. Otherwise I'll try to come then.
I'm so glad to see you, Doug. You
Yeah.
support us. So, how'd you like the the interfaith. How did you like it?
It was good. I didn't stay for the program because usually I go.
I like the interfaith. Did you like it?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, did you like it, Paul?
Yeah, it was good.
Nice meeting you, Helen.
Thank you for coming.
Good to meet you.
Thank you for coming.
You go college over to Massachusetts, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, was it 3 years?
A 5-year program. I finished 2 years. So I have 3
Yeah. Do you live in Massachusetts?
No, I'm from Valencia. I just went to school out there.
You two gentlemen, will you come and help Helen go up?
Yeah, sure thing. Or check your phone. We got this.
There you are, Glendora. Your phone is ringing.
Let it ring, honey.
Okay.
Rings all the time. I'm so glad you came, Bob.
Huh?
I'm so glad your brother
I just
came.
want to see what's going on, you know.
Yeah, come again, will you?
Yeah, we'll try, you know.
Yeah, it was nice to see you.
Yeah, nice seeing you, you know.
Yeah.
I said, where's my mom? I said, you have to go downstairs, you know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but hey, you can hang on to it. I got so many of them. Yeah, hang on to it.
Nice to give us some flowers.
Yeah. Yes, and then I try to bring flowers over there next time. I didn't really have a lot of them ready.
Really? Why not?
Some things just don't.
There's so much
that way.
I've heard, I mean, I've never heard cattails up here. There was one down in Philmont, but I have heard of animal lovers. And more up near Wilton, aren't they, or that area?
Thank you for coming, Paul.
Sure.
Go say goodbye. Bye, Alan. Bye.
Well, I'm a musician. A little bit of everything.
Bye, Ed.
And then it was just hard for her, you know, it's not so easy for her to get out.
Phone number.
When she has one, she's a real she has what she has.
They don't make them
I
back.
had 70 cats at one time, and it was a disaster because it was just too much. It really was too much, and I'm down to 23. Well, I've been doing it for about 20 years. I've been up to 7 cats. But I started it as a family member.
Yeah, I was
Started doing my own work. At that point, I had taken that many cats in full time. And unfortunately, they did not feel they needed to support those cats. So I had to come out and work on my own.
Of course, your
It was
husband.
very, very difficult.
Yeah, the stroke
And the
is
cats that I had taken in, medical behavioral
she's like a traveling.
Oh,
So,
had absolutely
she
no
goes on
interest
these
in
little
that.
trips.
So nutrition and went down to like 23.
She said they had a good time, you know.
And do you have a big home or?
Well, there, I live in a house and I rent and I have a lawn that I. So I'm actually right now trying to get supplies together to try to build.
Okay, you take care of yourself,
Once
okay?
there were horses at the barn, so now I have this whole barn that I can build enclosures off of now. So I'm trying to do that. So anyhow, long story short, I made a bucket of scrubs.
And utilize that for spay.
The Mohawk Humane Society has a program that will spay and neuter feral cats for free. But you have to report. Well, they do them through Mohawk Humane Society, and yes, it's $35 for a house cat. So
You have to go
What Hudson does ferals for free?
if it comes what you have to do, if it comes in a trap,
Right.
and it
I
has to
told
be,
him,
you know, it should be.
certainly unless he knew somebody.
You were nice to help the
It's like it's
library.
ear cuddle.
These ones are not filled
So
out, so
anyhow,
I'm gonna give
when
you all
I
to
say they
them.
ear tip, they're ear tipping.
These ones are not filled out.
I never saw anything like it in my life, to be honest with you. I had a semi-friendly cat the last time, and I said to the vet, I'm gonna work with this cat and I'm gonna place it, and he will not tip a lot. And they said, well, we have to give it an ear tip. I said, yes, I know, I've done ear tips myself. I've done spay neuter clinics for the last 20 years.
No, 2 miles from
And
here,
I've
right
done
on the
the
other
tips
side of the
myself.
cemetery.
They took half this cat's ear off. I was stunned. It's almost like mutilation.
North
It really is
Chatham
bad.
area.
Anyhow, you have to call a certain number and
From Mohawk Hudson.
from Mohawk Hudson.
Right.
You call a certain number the last day of the month
Just like my
5
own-
seconds after midnight
kinda-
until the 1st. So
Try
this
to
month
get-
I'll be
try to
calling
get
at
myself out there.
12 o'clock
Yeah, so
midnight
you wanna have a CD.
tomorrow night. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for saying that. That is tomorrow night. I need to put that in my calendar. And I'll be calling them to get more spots. So it's first come, first served. And I don't know how many spots there are actually, but last year I did 3 cats, and now I'm traveling down here in Nassau, and they utilize Nassau Vet, so it's very close to me in area.
Right.
Because up to this point, I would have had to drive all the way to Schenectady to get some
Yeah, no,
animals done.
animal,
It's
is
crazy.
it the Animal Protective Society, is that where you went?
No.
They do it too.
No, the vet you mean?
No, Animal Protective
No,
Foundation.
you call the Humane Society.
No, but I mean, they do it as well.
Oh, but they
Probably
charge.
like
Oh, they do.
Oh, they do.
Is there something free that I don't know
Well,
about?
I don't know, I mean, you know, it changes all the time, and frankly, I haven't talked to Jane.
Yeah.
about
Well, if
that.
you know of other places that are free, I'd love to know that.
Yeah.
Can I just grab my phone for 1 second? Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I get your number or? Sure. Tell me your name again.
Marge Kaufman.
My phone is on. Cats. Lump everybody together.
Yeah, and you know, you could probably find Jane, you know, some of Jane and you'll find her, probably information about her.
To get a recording done, I think you better off to make your own.
No, yes,
Some of
somebody
them are
does
like
very well.
behavioral problems or too old or, you know, just all kinds of.
And you live in East Greenwich?
I live in And what's your name?
Maddie. Do you have a name?
Just caring about the strays. And Maddie,
Chapin, C-H-A-C-I-N.
oh, right. Very good.
Yeah.
And what's your phone?
That's not my pen.
845.
No, that's not. That's the library's.
464 6642. And your number?
Well, my home is 477-8180.
Okay, 518-477-8180.
That's awesome.
When I checked on the DVD,
Well, you know, I mean, I'm
one
kind of her.
something went wrong with the disc, and I popped it out, but I did those extra quad ones, so we have a backup for it. The only thing I'm worried about is that the sign that says that this disc is bad is on the ones after that.
Or you don't have one?
I don't know how long it was up
Okay, wait a
there.
minute. 518.
It was only one ruined disc though, so we still have discs for all the stations.
4985.
But the only problem is I couldn't. I tried opening the DVD player and it would not.
I had to save it before my battery.
So
Where do you
has that happened
house the
before?
animals?
Well, Jane,
Is it a map?
who, you know,
Okay.
who I
Is it a
met,
map?
it's a very long story.
She's
But
a
she's
paraplegic.
paraplegic, and
Oh,
she
it's come right
has
down
all
20.
these cats in her home.
Yeah,
It's
because we take
generally
13,
between
which turns
35 and
into 19,
55 at
and
one
left
time, I
on
think
That's
she
right,
was
so
maybe
it's
40 now. No, she
Right.
has 3 dogs. At
Right.
one point she had
And
4.
we live,
But dogs
You know,
are harder for her because she's in a wheelchair, you know, it's,
and
you
turns
can't
into
really walk,
13.
you know, it's very
you go up that
difficult
hill,
for her to
and
walk.
right at the top of the hill is a
But
road
her
goes
neighbors
right
help
next
out
to
with
the
that.
one
She
up
has, oh really? You know, we try to work
Ashley
out
Hill
a
Road.
schedule while I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Is she a
The deer is
not-for-profit?
my dog.
Yes,
She is.
yes, we did
She's
file
upset
that.
because the deer come right over across the
You
street
know,
and look in
as
the window.
God would guide us, when I nominated her for the American Legion Award, then somehow Cat Fancy
And, you know, they were
became
looking
aware
right
of
through the
her,
window.
and they ran an article in the Cat Fancy magazine. Probably, maybe it was 2007 or 2008, I featured her. And these eccentric, wealthy people in Massachusetts had heard about her. And I think through the Cat Fancy magazine. And so they contacted her and said they would and her dream
But
was
I'm
to
not
become
sure,
a
she keeps calling it him.
501c3.
I'm not sure
And they
who
helped
it
her
is.
do that.
It's one of many deer in the forest.
I just lost my
Because there's like
not-for-profit
several
status
deer.
because I did it through United Charitable Program in Virginia. I used their umbrella tax exempt status. And I guess that when Obamacare went through, they said, hey, let's jump on that bandwagon. And they required all their whole programs to carry insurance. They gave me a month to come up with almost $400.
Now, how do you
So,
get, what
they
is
said I can
this,
pay
you
it.
call it him?
Are you Glendora's assistant?
Yes.
But I can't become
So,
not
you
part
wanna
of it until it's
put
paid.
it back?
Yeah, I got
Just
this all
got
covered.
here
I
to pay it,
can,
and then I'll have a whole
I can
other
finish
year, and
cleaning
then
all
I'll
this
talk
up.
it again, so I'm just not gonna be able to do it. It's $400 a year for insurance. I've never, it's for people, you know, because people have events, and if you're a big group and you wanna have an event, it's very expensive to get individual insurance for events, but I don't need insurance, even if I do. The places that I have events at, they have insurance. They have insurance, yeah, nobody ever brought, thank you. Nobody ever brought that up with us, but we've had a few fundraising.
In
fact, we just got our bingo license, and we were working with Bingo Acre and Troy to do fundraising on Saturday night. It was a lot of work,
That used to be
and
my favorite when I was a kid.
but you don't realize,
Do you,
you know, and that place
Chippendale? They
doesn't
had
run in
Chippendale on Friday or Saturday night on TV.
Yes.
we barely made it, you know,
Squirrel.
we had a
They were
crazy
little squirrels. Or
cheers,
chipmunks, that's what they
you
were,
know, you had to get
chipmunks.
fixed.
I remember.
You know, by the time you went through the expense of getting
I remember
approved
my father
to
was very
assist
kind
there,
to let me watch that on Saturday night.
he
He wanted to watch the news, but I got Chippendale.
Bingo, you're full of ball and a machine, yeah, bingo!
Back in the days.
But,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I know, but it was in a money situation, because there's a lot of money
He
there.
was just a laborer. He worked
You
for
know, I mean,
factories
people,
and
you know, they spend.
Oh, my sister's a bingo freak.
You have to pay, you know, you have to pay for the
and
hall.
mills.
You have to also bring in at least $3,000 to set back out, right? You have to buy your supplies, so all of one bingo. Your overhead is like $5,000 a night, and then, you know, because $3,000, right? $1,500 goes to the rent, and then the supplies, and sometimes we never broke even,
Oh, that's
so.
crazy. It's never
But
been
she
good
did
money.
get a little cushion for a little while. We started it. I think it's a season.
New bearings and they had to have new bearings.
You know, now nobody.
And then we built a trailer, you know, so he moved back to New York and built a trailer for that. I just kept with
So
him all the
anyway,
time.
but we're
all the
trying to
time.
think of ideas.
I just ended up leaving the camp, so.
You'll limp along, you know, you'll limp along and.
I have a fixed income because I'm retired from my job, and I struggle, believe me. And my cats do not get the best vet care that they should get, and there's just,
My
you know,
mother's grandmother's
to
sister.
even try to find another rescue group
So,
to
you know,
take
that was on my
them,
mother's side,
it's
but
hard for me to do
like
that because truthfully,
pretty thin blood
most
line
of
there,
them,
but it was still
if they
there.
went to Shelby Oaks,
Oh, yeah.
Same with your
Tell me,
cat,
well,
went to see it. I mean, I currently have 9 cats. I was up about
and when I went to school, I was out in California. I went to school there, and I
I can't have 20 cats.
right now I have a garage, so like my fractions and my
But then again,
everything,
too,
all the tools and
if I
like that.
become aware of
I
a
know
story
them
in the
already,
neighborhood, you
so I
know,
have to
I
learn,
crap,
so I
you know.
went through that. Then when I came to the
I
last
think
year
the
of
trick
school
is to
here,
find people that are actually feeding cats
I
in the
feed the whole
neighborhood
thing in one
and
year.
then try to relocate them,
And
but
just like
that's,
that,
it's very hard with girls to do that, it's not
when you grow
always
up
a good
knowing
idea
it,
unless there's
I
ways
mean,
they can be acclimated.
Yeah,
Because they just try to get back to where they were.
Right,
But they're there, they're where they are for a reason
And then he
too,
died
there's a
way back
food
then.
source where they
I
are.
wish I
So
could
as
die and
hard
have
as
no
this,
half as much
unless
as
it's
he
a
did.
really friendly
You know, I
cat,
can tell you, the first time I
come
saw him,
back
that I
and
remember,
hope for the
we
best
moved
for
from
them. It's not the best life.
Austin, Texas.
You know, if you can
California.
find somebody
And
that'll
he
do
lived
a
out
feeding
there.
station for you
And he
that's
had
in that
a
area,
TV, in those
that's
days
always
he had two
helpful, but that's hard to do
TVs,
also.
and the TV all laid out on the floor, all
Scruff,
the parts.
did you meet anybody named Sharon Brady?
No, I didn't meet anybody, I've only spoken to somebody on the
I went
phone.
today,
So,
caught me
Because
up
I
and
kind
he
of
said,
really got
"No,
involved,
don't you move
and I
nothing."
connected
So
with a
you can
lot of
stay here and
animal
help me,
people
and I'll tell you
because
what you give me,
it was probably about 10,
Because he had to
11 years ago,
memorize
there
where
was
they
guys
can
that
go,
did
put back
that.
together.
Now,
So I
Columbia
helped
High
him
School,
with
and they're
that.
in
That was my big thing.
Well, a friend of mine told me about it because they knew I was a big animal lover, and they put me in touch
But they
with
didn't even
members
have
of the Board of
computers started
Education
when
who
he
was
died.
supposed to, and he was like the only
He was born in
one, you know, and he was
1905.
fighting. So anyway, we got this whole
But
big
he could tell me about some old,
and we got, you know, hundreds of
like
people
when
involved.
straight
It's
eight motors
amazing.
and the
We kept writing
Packards and all
articles
them
in
old
the
cars way
advertiser,
back
the
then. He
local
knew
Betty
about them all.
Saver. and went to every board meeting, board,
Oh, yeah. See, because now I, come into the computer world.
the superintendent would never
I
meet
can
with
do that now.
us, so we had to go to the public forum and speak.
Your code
But
word,
public
it's
service,
like
and then,
tells you what to do,
oh, well, I went there, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I know, that was one of the things that I brought up, but we had so many people involved that they had to open up the
class I
auditorium
took in college, I went to
see
Dixon,
everybody at
Illinois.
Glennie School, because
And,
that's where the board of
went to college
ed
here, and I
They had
took
to open up
over
the
there.
auditorium, and
And
then another couple of
what
times
he
they had to
told
open up
us
the
was
cafeteria.
that
And
the
some
mechanic
veterinarians had heard about it, and they came from college, either from
but
some
the
of like
mechanic not only, we have professional
Stone,
parts in
the veterinary
but a mechanic would have to take nothing and have to make the stuff. And you have to put it all together. And
Yeah, I mean, you know, and
that's what a
he's,
mechanic has to
you know,
do.
whatever. So it took us 9 months.
But on the school
They
government
stopped. They did.
countries,
Well, they
that's
pulled
the
the
way it
and
is
we
for
used
now. They're called third world countries.
Well, see, New York State has a law which
Then I go now.
prevents shelter animals from being
I was only
used
there
for
for 2 years.
educational or experimental purposes. So you couldn't get shelter animals here. So they went and got them for
They got graduated in
So they would take the euthanized animals, which are full of euthanasia juice.
Well, exactly. We had that documentation that proved that, you know, they don't learn effectively on cats that are filled with formaldehyde.
Not only that,
Because the
what's to learn?
texture, the color,
The war itself.
What are they learning? That the cat has a liver and a spleen? We know that.
that's what the
somebody
veterinarian
defend this
said. It's
country.
ridiculous.
I mean, look at
Not even if you're in veterinary school.
Oklahoma and all that.
Yeah, well,
We had
don't
studies.
get me started on veterinary school, because they do their own experiments and then they kill their animals too.
Something to
But
back it
Well,
up with.
yeah, but that's not
They're
so
just
much.
gonna keep coming over here doing stuff.
I hope so. I don't know.
So I mean, I don't
My
think we should
daughter,
go
you
over
know,
and
is
mess
a
around, but.
physician, and she
Then
went
again,
through
what
4
do
years of medical school
Huh?
and
Defense.
Yeah.
refused to participate in
But you see, what I'm
animal lab
thinking
when I
is
was
that this
graduating
country,
second
what we've
Yeah, it's
done is
ridiculous.
promised the
It's
whole
really
world.
Absolutely.
If any other country oppressed.
But, you know, now
doing
more and
tests,
more,
you know.
medical students aren't using animals. Very few are.
Well, somebody is because it's a billion-dollar business
That's
still.
why Kennedy
Oh,
made
yeah.
the
They're,
deal
they,
with,
I still see advertisements for
Russians,
eagles.
they took their,
You know, yeah, buy our beagles, they're
people
docile.
out of
You know.
Turkey, they took
They won't.
Cuba.
Lab testing on animals.
Because
You
we
can,
promised.
you can
Oh,
go,
the lab
protect
testing,
Yeah.
that's another whole.
you can go to,
Then we lost space for the world.
you can take an animal out of your
Yeah,
backyard
well,
and sell it
everybody
to a
looked
lab
at
in
it
this
and
area
said,
the
well,
next
what
day.
happened to you guys? You said you
No
were gonna
question
protect
asked, they'll buy it. People troll Craigslist. Every time I see one, I try to send a
And now, you
little
know, the
letter to them.
shelters are giving away
No.
cats.
I was just going to preemptively. No. No, don't worry.
And they're
No.
giving them
I don't
away.
And there's not a lot of
I'll
follow-up
ask if
either.
I should. They were here when we got.
One of the reasons
I'll
that I
remove
was
them.
on my own
But
was because we
don't
got
rush
so
them.
big
It's fine.
that that's what was
It's fine.
happening.
It's
We
a
would
meeting.
never give a cat to someone who
Supposed
was in a
to
home
hang
visit.
out and have a
Suddenly we
meeting.
weren't
Don't
doing
worry
home
about it.
visits.
Oh,
Our
I
whole
can take
thing
care.
was we were
Don't,
we
yeah,
were not
don't rush them.
euthanizing animals. And
Where
I
did
found
Austin
out
2 go?
I don't know.
on the
Austin
side,
too.
one of the
Austin
members
also,
was
he left.
trapping cats
Yeah.
for the Humane Society from a colony that a few cats had tested positive for
Yeah,
leukemia,
he's
and they were
looking
euthanizing the
for
whole
something,
colony, and she
looking
was
for
helping
some
them
help,
catch
you
them.
know.
And I said, hey, you know, if the
I
Humane
hope he
Society
finds
wants to
what
kill
he-
cats,
he
let
usually
them
does.
get their asses out there and trap them themselves.
Made us
So,
laugh.
so Animal Kind was trapping cats to be euthanized, and I was like, wait a minute, this is not what we do, you know? Yeah, I know, it was crazy. And the person was like, well, they might have
No,
feline
you said
leukemia. I'm like, they might
your,
not have feline
Yeah,
leukemia.
this
They
wouldn't
were
come
not
out. I
testing.
don't know if you heard me. Is
So,
your
and,
computer a Mac?
you know, the
An
Humane
Apple?
Society will euthanize an entire colony if one cat tests positive.
Oh,
For that
okay.
and FIV, which is ridiculous.
FIV is ridiculous.
Yes,
I went to a medical
I've
clinic,
had
I went
many
to a
FIV
veterinary,
cats.
yeah, at Tufts.
Never did it ever get transmitted.
They say they shouldn't even test for it.
Oh, I
Veterinary doctors don't even test for it. Well, it's very difficult to
It's
treat.
mostly male cats biting each other, or
we should
biting the
cover
female
Right,
very
and
rarely.
it has
when
to
they're
be
young.
a deep punishment.
Right, but so if you,
But they can still
if you,
live.
Foil?
oh yeah, but if you
Normalize.
neuter them, you take away all the
Right,
aggression, so
yeah.
they're not gonna be biting.
Exactly. Or they said, then just file down.
Oh, that's Ginny Palmer, honey. That's Ginny
Well,
Palmer.
anyway, it was great
Is
to
she
meet
here?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point, maybe you could even take a ride.
Yeah, that's
over.
Ginny Palmer. You mean the salad?
No, this.
All right.
Because
I have to tell you,
No,
one
I
of
think
the
I brought that
reasons
one.
I'm always interested in meeting people
I
that
think
do
that's
this type of work is I am really
Take that
trying
home.
Well, you don't want
to
it?
Nope, I don't want
find
it.
places for my cats because financially, it's a hardship
Whose
for
phone
me.
is
And they're
this?
not getting the care they should get.
Is that our
And
spoon?
second
I
of all,
don't know.
No, it is not.
No, it is not.
right, second of all, I have some
Hello?
health issues that I'm
Well,
trying to
did
deal
you
with,
make
and
this?
I did.
But it's not your spoon.
it's just becoming too much. I'm
This
trying to
is
have a little
delicious.
dog, so it's like, you know, I know, well, that's
Well,
a long story.
I know.
So,
I'm recycled, so I'll have to bring this home and
Go back
wash
to
it.
becoming a
I'll
vegetarian.
recycle.
I really am. I'm thinking it's like.
This can go home with us because Doug says
And
we
whose
don't have
is
to.
this?
Oh, yeah.
That's Ginny
Oh, I'm
Palmer.
gonna take some
That we
back.
take home, honey. That's Ginny
Yeah,
Palmer.
so
The
we'll give it back.
catnip is to,
Yeah.
we can take some of the
You guys get
catnip.
ready to go?
Yeah, go
Does
for it.
anybody else want any catnip?
She's only got one cat. There's only so much
Do you want
cat.
catnip?
No, you go for it. You'll rescue the animals, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
Could I have
ma'am.
that one?
You taking that home with you, Joyce?
Yeah, you want it?
One piece.
Oh, no, I'm just
What's
gonna.
left of mine in
She
there?
doesn't
Yeah,
know
but-
whose
Catnip?
spoon this is.
Yeah, Glendora only has one cat.
Smell it.
Do anybody else want catnip?
What did my
Do
dog
you want
do?
catnip?
What would they do with raw catnip?
I think you have to wait for it to dry a little bit, then you like shred it up or
Well,
something.
mine.
Yeah, I'd like to see what Cat thinks about it fresh.
Oh, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
What is the- what
I think my dad grows some too.
Oh, throw it up. I don't know what dogs would do with it.
So you all set?
I think I am. Nice meeting you, Marge.
Nice to meet you.
Glendora, leave? Oh, bye,
Did
Glendora.
you make that delicious?
See you later.
Oh,
thank you, Glendora. I'll see you next month, okay?
You made that delicious pasta
I
salad.
did.
So they said just to leave the tables and leave the chairs.
Well,
Glendora,
I cook sandwiches next time, but
I bring something.
accompaniments
Yeah,
are
I
always
bring
great.
something.
She
All
won't,
right,
she won't tell
next
you,
week, I'll
you
be
know,
here.
she's doing everything.
Okay,
She wants to pay donations,
Thank you,
nothing.
dear.
But if you bring something, how do they say that? If you make it, they will come. If you bring it, we will eat it.
Okay, that's great. Very
again,
nice to
honey.
meet you. Oh, it was a pleasure.
Come again.
Thank you for
Yeah,
so
come
much
again.
that you're doing.
Yeah, and call me and I'll
Yeah,
call you.
all right, great. It was wonderful.
Maybe I
And
can
to
help
meet
you
with
too.
animal people and,
Oh, yeah.
it's like a never ending.
Never ending, that's for
Oh,
sure.
but we're making progress, let me tell you.
Oh,
Yeah. You all right, man?
yes, I am.
Somewhere I have a list of the famous minds that were
Yes.
vegetarians, like Einstein, I think Thomas Edison, Leonardo da Vinci, I think was one too. I have to find them. What do you think? Who else? Because so many people say, well, in order for your brain to work properly, you need to have protein. And I go, well, Einstein was a vegetarian. I mean, he was a big animal.
I can look it up right now.
And
Actually.
he did just fine, right?
He surely did.
Marge, keep this in mind. Desserts are always welcome.
Oh, okay, yeah. This was a spur of the moment. I had cut out that article, and I put it in my my wallet, and then I completely forgot about it, and then, I don't know, all of a sudden, I just spilled my purse, and out flew that article, and it was like 5:15, 5:20, and I just said, I'm going.
All things
It was
work for
staying,
good
yeah.
for those
And
who
then
love
I
God.
run in and I see Myrna, who I've known for
I know,
years.
that's wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
thank
it's
you
locked.
so
Don't
much,
forget.
and thank
Austin,
you
nice
for
seeing
being
you.
Nice seeing you
a
too.
young vegetarian.
Yes.
That's
I
great.
have some friends at school are. I'm not the only young person.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the college kids are good.
Yeah, I have another friend who raised her kids as vegetarians, and they're
Yeah.
like 18, 19 now.
Yeah.
They live in East Greenwich. She's very involved with PETA. And her kid, they'll go to the, the meetings and whatever
Yeah.
the kids go. And, yeah, so I'll have to tell her. She's on vacation now, but I'll tell her about this. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad I met you.
Can I carry anything
No,
upstairs?
thanks, we can do fine, we're going up the
Okay,
back
I'll
door.
just throw this
Yeah.
out. Oh, okay.
Enjoy the catnip.
Thank you. Oh, my cats will, yes. Thank you.
Bye, dear.
Bye-bye.
Many cows on the streets. Some of them looked happy and content. Some of them looked like they were.
Do you know whose this is, honey? Is that Ginny Palmer's? Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That's Ginny Palmer's, okay. Austin, would you like to finish this cider?
Yeah, sure thing.
Good.
I think my cup is right there, actually.
Now, I've got one free hand. I'll take this. What's that? They did Lego robotics.
Oh, really? I actually, when I was a kid, I wanted to get the robotic sets, but I never did. I had tons of normal Legos, but I never got the robotic ones. Here, I'll come up there with the key to the car. Has that got your keys in it?
Yeah.
Well, I got a list of famous vegetarians. On there. How about you take that and hold on to it, and take that, so that's got to go in the recycling bin. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to bring these to the car, and then I'm going to go pack up the laptop and bring it back instead.
You're still here.
I am just packing up. Just finished up. Well, we finished the laptop shortly ago, but I just packed it up. TV is now packed up. My cord. Is that oh, that bag. The camera, okay.
I like them when they stand up straight.
Some of those things are a good 10 feet tall.
I know it, they're magnificent.
Wow.
Look at that one, that actually standing up straight, looking toward the sky.
That one up there, the smaller one or the big one?
The great big one, standing up straight,
really
looking straight
tall
up.
one, right?
Yeah?
Yeah. Wow.
I never saw that before.
Those are massive. Are they just like a fun project that they have, or?
Yeah, that's Priscilla Sherman lives right there.
Because they're nice.
Yeah, you know, Catherine lives right there now.
Yeah. Does she live like rent a room from them? Or something?
Yep.
Ah. Let me stick that in the back seat.
Well, what'd you think of the Vegetarian Club, number 5?
I think it went pretty well. Everyone there seemed very engaged. It wasn't like people showed up and just sort of hung around. They seemed actually like interested in talking about everything.
Yes.
Is that? Oh. Is this your pen? Is this my pen?
Nope.
All right. You at the door?
Yep.
Okay. And could you hold that, please?
Yep.
Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you very much.
I'd say that was successful.
Yeah, very successful and worthwhile.
And you have your keys in your pocket, right?
I do.
All right.
And worthwhile. What do you think about Austin too? He's looking for help.
He seems nice, and the fact that he's interested at all is good to me. And the fact he's tried it before, so I'm sure he's willing to try it again.
And that he came in and asked to join us.
Yeah, yeah.
That was pretty nice. And you were good to help the library with those surveys.
It was kind of, I felt like it was part of a duty for using their facilities, you know?
How do you feel?
Fine. Feeling pretty good. I had enough to eat to fill me up a little bit, but I'm not like full though. So I'm in a pretty comfortable state of stomach.
Oh, good.
Stomach state, whatever you want to call it.
We'd had plenty of casserole. One casserole went home with Joyce.
Mm-hmm. We completely finished one. One was very close to being done, and the other one we didn't quite dig into. So I think it was good we didn't order any pizza.
Yeah, Joyce took that out.
No. Well, it was out the window, so.
Hi, Maxine.
Sorry, it's a little bumpy.
Straight Talk, unlimited, wireless. Okay. Now you turn it over and you take your ruler, edge of your ruler, and you scrape off the wax and you write down this number. You go over here, you press this, and then it says add airtime. Okay, airtime pin. So you go over here and you put in 406. And 842. Okay, and then you put in 035. Wrong. Erase that last one. Zero 35 406 842 035 880. There's 880 and 406. Did we get it right? 406. My goodness, I never saw that happen before. Wow. Starts and ends with 406. 842. Yep. 035. Okay. 880. 406. Now you press this thing, I think. And what happened? No service. You have 0. Okay, did I do something wrong? Okay, let's go back. When you know, when you try to demonstrate it on TV, it never works. Here's something. Your unlimited service plan was successfully added to your phone. Your service end date is August 31st, 2014. Okay. And then do you press this one? Okay. You have 0 service days left. Okay, we'll wait for that to catch up. Now, God, how do you do that? Tell me what happened, God. The signal went from this phone to the cell tower, and from the cell tower to where? Straight Talk headquarters, wherever that might be around the world. And it went into their computer. And their computers came back and said, you have 30 more days of service. This is August the 1st, Friday. And what you see there at 8 a.m. Yeah. You're great, God. Great beyond great. Great as can be, God. You are. Now, I've done this a few times, wouldn't you say? A few years, wouldn't you say? So, why do you save those? I don't know. There's a magic about them. So here's the one we just did. So we'll put it in here. To God be the glory. And over here, you have in the Joy Book whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, think about such things. Apostle Paul, Philippians 4:8. Now that I must cite at Roman Catholic Bible Study and also at Nassau Reformed Church Bible Study, when these people get off and talking about what the ugly things they see on the news, the TV news, and talk about other things that are ugly, I must cite this to them. When they do talk about those things, I plug my ears because I don't want them inside of my head. Franklyn, 2 of your 3 checks came in that you worked so hard for. This one's from Warren Buffett, from the Buffalo Evening News. And this one's from Gannett newspapers, USA Today. This one's $857 and this one's $48. And you worked so hard for those, Franklyn. A shy little boy, and you became what you wanted to be, a newspaper reporter. You were a very successful man. And it was the generals in World War II for whom you did shorthand and typing, who supported you and encouraged you and lifted you up. The Buffalo Evening News was bought by Warren Buffett, and every month Warren Buffett sends in your check, Franklyn, that you worked so hard for. Your 3rd check, Social Security, that's about $1,600. That comes in on the 3rd, August 3rd, which is a Sunday this year. You were so loyal, you never took 6 days. You always reported for work. And you were so popular. Everybody loved you. And here, Franklyn, It's your Social Security check, and it's here on the 1st. They didn't make you wait until the 3rd. So Austin can take these to the bank for you very soon.
You have to not eat meat, you have to pay the debt, you have to make this. No, this thing don't save you. The only one that saves is Jesus Christ. So
Amen.
This is the central thing. All the things come together after that.
Amen. Yeah. You want to say something?
Well, I think it means Matthew 22:37, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and love your neighbors yourself.
Thank you, Glendora. Dorothy?
You know, I have seen too many instances where people's lives are
So now.
Did you hear that, Joe? The Czechoslovakian trampoline team, they're called the Monsoon Czechs. Okay. Tracy is the power of attorney. Tracy Clegg. No, Tracy Clegg. It was notarized by Tracy Pratt.
So Tracy
Clegg is the power of attorney for Glendora, I guess. She is also the power of attorney for the New York State Health Proxy. This document, these documents.
Power of attorney
Yep.
for the New York State.
What do you want me, where do I pick up? But she's also the power of attorney for the New York State Health Proxy. All right. Both of these documents together with
Maybe both of these documents? What do you mean by that?
both of these documents, all right?
Oh, the normal power of attorney and the state health proxy one?
Yeah. Both of these documents together with the Albany Medical College. Are affixed to the wall.
Wait, is affixed to have one or two F's? Two F's?
Two.
Oh, yeah.
The Happy House 3.
Okay. Well, that's for her a little bit.
It's not very long, but it's terrible. Okay. Now, I need a statement from you. And where do you want to put it? That Austin says, I will carry out
Okay.
all exigencies to keep.
Wait, hang on. Well, we should still do this in third person, and then, I'll do like an I agree, Austin, and then we'll do another thing that says like, like I, Glendora, and then we'll have you write again and say I, Glendora, like dictated all of this to Austin and agree that like
Okay.
this is something like that. Yeah. Well,
All right,
because
so-
like since it's in my hand, we'll just have you write a little paragraph saying that like I was just having Austin write for me, but this is what was happening.
All right, when do you want to do that?
We'll do that after when we're done.
And I won't do this, so this is done, but we'll keep that
So yeah.
until later?
Yeah. Well, we can do that whenever you want. Do you want to fast forward a little bit till something shows up?
Okay.
Oh, there we go. City of Long Beach?
Oh, this is fine, this is a straight line, I know what it's that. What'd you say?
Oh, it's in the city of Long Beach, California, or New York?
Long Beach, Long Island.
Oh, okay, alright.
All right, so this we save until later. To his best judgment.
We should probably put that at the end, near closer to
And that goes with that, you mean?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And 3/6/1993. Okay, now we're going to say the 1993 Lincoln is now back into the possession of Glendora.
Okay.
Landlord had to pay to me, the tenant, $5,300 overcharge. But the ETPA, the Emergency Tenant Protection Act, says that if a landlord doesn't prove that this wasn't a willful overcharge, then the landlord has to pay 3 times that amount, triple damages. Well, the landlord did not prove that it was not a willful overcharge. Well, where do you want to put the title? Over there in the wall? Or in the, no, you don't want it in the car. Where is the car?
The title's over there because we're gonna talk to when we get this notarized. We're gonna talk to them about that.
Okay, where are you going to keep? Okay, the title is with. And he didn't stand up for right at all. What are we going to say? The title is here. The title is here in the Happy House.
Where should we say specifically where, or is that already?
Yeah, I was asking you, where do you want to put it?
We should probably keep it where you kept it for a while.
Okay, in the finance book. How's that? The title? That's right. The title is now in the finance book, drawer 7. New York State Division of Housing and Community Renewal. Okay? Mm-hmm. There's drawer 7 right there.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for Como. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Again, and so he forgot. He didn't know there was. No, it says page 89 at the library. And so they would have let it go on forever, but there's a law.
You want a photocopy?
No, we'll see.
87. No, you're back to, it says 89,
So I
right?
pointed that out to Coppola, but Coppola instead of
80, so it's one more after
to
that.
enforce the laws of the state of New York and of the Constitution, he let that go.
Oh, that's the page that I read.
Perfect thing to do. So naturally, I appealed Coppola's decision all the way through, and there'll be an oral argument on that. We want that page.
Yeah.
So I would go on to the next page. And then also the same we will copy this at the library today. Tenant Protection Act.
Yeah.
And we will affix it to that book.
Okay.
But I don't want to tear this up.
Good idea.
So let us write a note and put it by the door. Page 89. Living Trust. And so I took the case there, and they were crooked from the beginning. Alrighty. The proof was there, and then they just dropped the case. This is done. Now, that case fell before page 91, and then we cross that out. I am going. Okay, eventually.
That'll be what we put near the end, yeah.
Good going, Kenny. Good going. And good jump. Now we're up to page 91 and 92. This is Glendora saying it, and this is Tracy's. At the same time in Christmas of 1995. That's Glendora versus Coppola. and the New York State Division of Housing and Community Renewal. What's to say, I am Glendora of sound mind and body. I affirm conscientiously as chewing an oath, as Jesus prescribed in Matthew, that I wrote everything in this book. Thanks. It was nice to see you. All pages in my own handwriting. Going to the kitchen to get something to eat. That I wrote all of the, whoops, I can't do it on there. That I wrote all the pages in this book, other than those written by Austin.
Yeah, whom I dictated to.
To whom I dictated. I had these in my own hand. These are the tasks to be done. It is God's will and my will that they be done. I am grateful to Austin and Tracy for their promise to do the same.
Alrighty.
That goes at the end.
So that should be it at the end, yeah.
Okay.
And so what else is on this that we have left? We still have...
Nothing.
So,
Nothing.
then do you want to do this part now?
Oh, I don't think so, because we haven't finished the book.
Oh, okay, alright, let's keep going.
Yeah, we've almost finished it. Well, let's see, on September the 2nd, 2013, Glendora talked on the phone to Sarah Hauser. Well, I think we've taken care of her, Sarah Hauser.
Yeah.
I know it's true. It satisfies my longing. It would be better for Donna. Okay, we've taken care of the jewelry chest. This is Donna Ortiz of the jewelry chest. Austin to-do list. When Glendora goes to heaven, I think this is good. When Glendora goes to heaven, make sure that .com goes to Tracy. I've got notice here, but I don't think we'll mention it, okay?
Yeah. I think that, because that needs to be included in assets, but not, doesn't, maybe not specifically mentioned. Because, yeah, because if you don't specify that, like, it's all your assets, like monetary and otherwise, then like, if somehow that gets found out about, because like if someone wonders like, how have you been paying rent on that museum for so long? Then like, and then they come and like someone from the state is like, hey, where'd all this money come from? And you didn't specify that, I could get in trouble for it. So you probably need to specify that it covers all assets, monetary and otherwise, because yeah, I mean like, I might like read a little bit into like doing like living trusts and stuff like that, see what I can find out, because if that